We went to Costco and asked the butcher shop if they had blood, and they looked at me like I had 2 heads.
They thought you were into something
Kinky, probably.
satanic or something?
Probably.
And you're asking that?
Brett said, she wants it for her garden.
Did you do it today on Good Friday?
What, ask that?
Yes.
Yeah, but I explained myself.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Awkward. Okay, we're back for episode 3. This is filling of the planter beds and the process in which Marmee has devised for this to happen. So let's just get right into it. We just put together our 3rd raised bed and we have just started to fill it, and I'm sitting here watching 2 old people work, and it's kind of nice actually. So let's turn the camera around and you guys can watch them work. But the first process that Marmee's come up with for filling this here is logs. Logs are going to be on the bottom. Why are logs on the bottom, Marmee?
So they'll decompose and continually feed the soil.
So that they will decompose and continually feed the soil. These logs already looked pretty decomposed. It doesn't matter the decomposition in the logs that you're starting with.
No.
Okay.
They'll turn into soil.
Okay, and then what's next after this?
Limbs with green.
Limbs with green, so freshly cut limbs, which you see right here. That's probably not enough, but it's a good start.
You have to have a 4-to-1 ratio of browns to greens.
4.
And browns are dead things, and greens are live things. The color is not necessarily
The indicator?
the indicator. Because manure is green, even though it's brown.
Pappy's raging over there. So 4-to-1 ratio of dead to green. So what's going to be dead after the pile of green limbs that you're going to throw on here?
What's going to be the brown, the dead?
Yep.
Wood chips.
Wood chips.
First we're going to do a layer, after this and the branches, we're going to do a layer of our nasty soil that has clay in it, because it holds a lot of water and it will help break down this brown, and it's going to start the decomposition of this brown, especially since we're putting blood meal.
Blood meal, which is here. And blood meal, for those that don't know, is what?
Blood. If we had animals that we were slaughtering, we could have our own free source of the green, which is nitrogen, which is blood meal.
Oh, okay. And these piles over here are the clay things that you're wanting to use? The clay dirt?
Yeah,
the clay things?
That's the bad dirt.
That's the bad dirt?
But it will be good dirt in a couple of seasons, because we're encouraging compost by putting the browns and greens, and we're also putting those worm castings, which are basically eggs of earthworms.
Earthworm castings.
I mean, they have a minute.
So you've got all this, you're about done.
Yeah.
This is close to full, and then you're going to put green, and then you're going to
The limbs.
and then you're going to put bad dirt, clay dirt, moisture retention dirt, and
That's
then
another
what?
thing. You don't want you don't want nice fluffy soil in this whole thing. It'll just wash out the bottom.
Yeah.
So using up our clay dirt in the bottom is a good thing.
Okay. So after clay dirt, what's next?
Those smaller brown.
Which is wood chips.
Tipper, we would just chip up our stuff, but we don't.
Yeah.
So, bought the next thing.
Which is pine shavings, large flake, which you can kind of see coming through our last layer, which is the compost that you guys saw me bringing in the other day. Whenever I was a truck driver, you told you in the last video, I'm recently retired. But here's your green going in.
This doesn't hardly have any green on it, by the way.
Look at the trees.
But it's
There's very little
live.
green on them.
I know, if we had some good, for your viewers, if we had some good grass cuttings from somebody's yard,
Some
we
clippings.
would put them in now. But I don't have any. Do you have any, John?
No,
Grass cuttings?
no. I mulch. So, is this about right on your green then, or do you need more?
No, that's what our blood meal is. That's our green. Because it's the nitrogen. The green is the nitrogen. It can be manure. It can be green leaves. It can be blood. It can be actually any animal manure works. They say that cow manure, which is what you picked up for us, that black stuff, is already almost always already composted because cows have 2 stomachs.
Huh. And so all of this being surrounded by the wet clay dirt is going to cause this to break down even further.
Yeah.
And settle, right? We're going to have to deal with some settling.
A lot of settling. But that blood meal is going to wash down through this, and that's going to start the heating up process.
And so this
And
isn't
the
going to
manure
be
too.
This isn't going to be too hot to grow fruits and vegetables in.
No, by the time we plant, no. And the roots don't get down very low in seasonal fruits and veggies. Only things like asparagus, trees.
So this is a good reference. That side is done with clay dirt, and there's empty. So you can see there's about a foot of bad dirt when it's all said and done to fill up around all these branches. So just wanted to jump in here and show you that real quick. Okay, so this is the large flake going in right here. So you're going to put this in, stir it around, and then that's when you add your earthworm castings and blood meal.
Yeah.
Is that right?
But if they had wood chips that had live green in it, they wouldn't have to do this layer. They would do their own free.
You mean if somebody at home is watching this and they had live green, freshly ground wood chips, they wouldn't have to add the blood meal and earthworms?
Blood meal and these.
Well, right. I mean, this is emulating
I'm doing
wood
it
chips
'cause-
that we don't have.
Right. And the blood meal is taking the place of the greens that we don't have either.
Okay.
I
And
went
we
to-
just don't have it because it's not that we are out of time and out of tools to make that happen. But otherwise,
to-
we have plenty of resource to make that happen.
We went to Costco and asked the butcher shop if they had blood, and they looked at me like I had 2 heads.
They thought you were into something
Something kinky, probably.
satanic or something.
Probably.
And you're asking that.
Brett said she wants it for her garden.
Did you do it today on Good Friday?
What? Ask that?
Yes.
Yeah, but I explained myself.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Awkward. Okay, so we're gonna get this spread out and put the blood meal down.
Have you already blood mealed it?
No, honey.
I'll get this if you want to go get that going.
Smells like dead animal.
Mmm, lovely. Blood meal. It's just pelletized,
Yeah, dried out.
dried blood on Good Friday.
You've got to cover it up or the animals will come and eat it.
Yummy.
Dad put this on our garden, what, 3 or 4 times, honey?
Yep.
With bone meal. Yep. It brings out all the little creatures to eat. Even the dogs want to eat it.
Huh. And so you're using a full bag on a 4x16 raised bed. Can you use too much?
No. It's the beauty of God's creation. Anything natural, you almost can't use too much. Like I'm going to put fish emulsion on this at the very end.
That's not necessarily true. You can make organic chocolate chip cookies and I can have too many chocolate
Yeah.
chip cookies.
Well, I
I've
meant.
never seen you have too many.
Have you seen my belly?
You can use manure that's too hot, that hasn't broken down yet, like especially horse
Are you going to
manure.
want to put earthworm castings in before he dumps that?
Yeah. In each one of these.
1/3 of a bag in each 4x16 of the earthworm castings. A full bag of blood meal. So just dump it all.
Well, I'm going to make sure since it's the first time I've done it. Yeah.
Where'd you buy all this stuff at?
Tractor Supply is cheaper than Lowe's. We started out at Lowe's and the blood meal was twice as much as Tractor Supply. But again, you can go to a butcher shop or you butcher your animals.
So now comes the compost, and compost is the final layer.
Decomposing, rotting material is what feeds earthworms, and earthworms are what make the soil fantastic.
So you're going to let this sit until we plant, and then at that time we're going to reassess what we fill in here.
No, I just told you. You guys are going to burn all that stuff on the pad over there, and we're doing a layer of ashes. Because ashes are fantastic sources of minerals for the soil. Best thing you can have is a chicken coop, cows, and a fire pit to have a garden.
Or 10-20-10.
No,
Or 28-0-0.
no.
A lot of fresh manure in here. Josh will want to get his hands on that.
It doesn't smell at all. It is nicely decomposed. I saw this video and I can't find it again. Saw it a few years ago. And it was talking about how composted manure is the very best thing on the planet for growing stuff. And it said, don't get expensive composting machines. Your best composting machine is, and then they showed a picture of a cow. And they said because he has 2 stomachs, his manure is better than all the other animals.
Manures.
All right. Let's put away our toys.
Okay, so that's gonna be it for now. We can't really do anything else with these until they settle. And after they settle, you heard her, we're gonna put some ash in and maybe some more compost. We'll reassess what we have to do right before we plant. So, but that's gonna be it for now. That's episode 3. That's filling these garden beds. You probably haven't really ever seen it done this way before. I certainly haven't. And she certainly has a method to her madness here. So hopefully it pans out and we have some big, juicy red tomatoes this year. So until the next episode, we'll see you up on the ridge.